Scott, defeat here at the Silver Lake Stadium. What did you make of that?
Some really good bits. I can't really ask the players for much more. I could on Wednesday and I did. Today I couldn't really ask for much more other than, that the goals were all avoidable again. Concentration maybe, fitness levels going into the last 20-30 minutes of games are a little bit of an issue for us. So, but there's reasons for that. We're a little bit bare squad-wise. Everyone knows we've got boys coming back. We're trying to get one or two in. When that happens, we need to make sure we're in a good position. I thought 60 minutes we were pretty good value against a really, really good team. Just at the end of the game, they're getting stronger, and we looked a little bit tired. So eventually they ran out sort of, I would say, pretty much easy winners. But we still had 2 or 3 really good opportunities to score when they were 3-2 up and then 4-2 up. So I was hard on the lads the other day, and I think rightly so. But I think today we can take the positives from that. So they're a good team. They're further on in their journey than we are. Can't ask much more from them in terms of their individual output really and what they've given us. But clearly we've got to do something to make us a little bit stronger and make us be better for longer in games.
One of the positives was the reaction to going a goal down. How pleased were you with that, especially Luke Skinner getting 2 goals like London buses? Yeah,
like I said the other day, look, they're a really good group. They're really good to work with. I think they give us everything. We went a goal down. The reaction was good. We know you're going to concede a bit of possession, particularly in wide areas against York. They put good balls in your box, and look, up till probably 10-15 minutes when we did have some opportunities to break on them, we didn't quite pick the right pass or didn't make enough of the turnovers that we sort of forced really. After that though, we did well, and we got through their lines and we got at their back line in wide areas, and obviously Luke scored his 2 goals, which was brilliant. We went in, I would say, saw the half out pretty comfortably, but you always know what's coming. We're playing against a really good team with some of the best players in the league, and they were just too strong for us in the end.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier about a bit bare, whether that's for injuries or whether that's from replacing players that have gone. Where are we at with all of that at the moment?
Yeah, look, it's not criticism, it's just where we're at. Everyone's working really, really hard to make sure that we can add to the squad. Told we can, which is great, and look, it's needed because the boys in there, we need to add a bit of quality, we need to add some competition as well, because that raises levels again. And we need to be able to make some subs on 60-70 minutes when these games are physically they're tough, they're intense. You saw they were able to make 3 or 4 subs 20 minutes to go and end up winning. That's the position we'll be in. Look, we've got to be careful because we've got some brilliant players coming back that aren't too far around the corner now from being with us, and we've got to be really, really mindful of being positive about what we've got in the building. This isn't anything that needs ripping up and starting again. But it's fair to say we've gone through a period of injury, suspension, letting 1 or 2 go for the bigger picture really. But just at the moment that we find ourselves short in that area. So look, it's everyone's aware of it. We're working really hard. We've just got to make sure, like I said, that there's no massive rush, but we've got to make sure that we bring what comes in is real quality.
Yeah, on that sort of topic, nice to see Paul McCallum return into the squad and get a few minutes at the end there.
Yeah, that's brilliant. He's worked really hard. So yeah, look, the idea was he was feeling good, so we wanted to get him on. We still wanted to have a goal threat at the end of the game. And yeah, look, he's a good character. He's a good one to have for us, and yeah, we're really pleased to have him back.
Yeah, and obviously Hampshire Senior Cup, but after that we look at Carlisle away in the league. That's another tough place to go.
Yeah, look, we earmarked this little run we're on as being really tough, whether we're at full tilt and flying or whether we're going through a little bit of a period where we're a little bit short. But look, that's the league. It's intense, it's ruthless, it's brilliant in many ways. Look, I'm really looking forward to it. I thought we got a good reaction from the lads today. I thought for 60-65 minutes we were a match for one of the best teams in the league. After that, like I said, we lacked a little bit. But I would say we're looking forward to the week ahead. We're training Monday, there's a game Tuesday, in Wednesday, Thursday, travel Friday. Excuse me. A really good game to look forward to.
Cheers.
Thanks.